Hello and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we're talking about the holiday Sephora sale. Sephora does sales a couple times a year, so whenever there is a sale going on, it's pretty exciting for the beauty community. I am here to give you my wish list. I have already filmed my recommendations video, so that is already up on my channel before this one goes live. So if you'd like to see my recommendations, I will leave that video linked down below, but this one is my wish list. So things that I maybe am thinking about picking up myself during the sale. I have quite a few things to chat about, but before we talk about the things that I'm interested in picking up, let me give you a little bit of information about the sale. There are 3 different categories of Sephora shoppers. So there is the lowest category that doesn't require anything, and that is a beauty insider. And then there is a VIB member who you have to spend, I think it's $350 in a calendar year to be considered a VIB member. And then the VIB Rouge, which is the category I unfortunately fall into, where you have to spend $1,000, which is a lot of money, in a calendar year to be considered a Rouge. Rouges get 20% off, VIB get 15%, and Beauty Insiders get 10% off. For VIB Rouges, the sale is going from November 1st through November 11th. For both VIB and Beauty Insiders, the sale starts November 7th. So VIB Rouges get a little extra, actually kind of a lot of extra time to shop the sale than the other 2 categories. And for all categories of people, the code if you're shopping online is holiday save, all one word, all uppercase. All right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, I will also include that information down in the description box. Let's start talking about the things that I'm interested in buying. I definitely will not be picking up all of these things. So if you want to see what I do end up picking up, definitely maybe subscribe if you'd like to not miss my haul video, because that will be going up at some point after I receive all the things, obviously. I have quite a few makeup items, a handful of skincare items, and I guess those are the only 2 categories. So I've added all of the things to my cart just so I have them all in one place and I have a price, but I will be popping up pictures of the items as I'm talking about them. And just as a heads up, the total cost of my cart as it stands is $490. That is before the 20% off, but that's almost $500, which is a lot of money, and I will definitely, absolutely 100% not be buying all of this stuff. So let's get started. So the first couple things that I have in my cart are both skincare items, and both are by the brand Youth to the People. I love this brand, and specifically, I really love their Superfood Antioxidant Cleanser. The full size, the 8-ounce size, is $36, but 8 ounces is kind of a lot, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. This is an incredible cleanser. Youth to the People has really great ingredients, which is why I'm super interested in this brand and tried this cleanser in the first place. I have used it and I've used it up, and I've also used up a travel size of this cleanser. It works so well for my skin, so I'm probably gonna pick this up for sure. I'm almost out of all of my cleansers anyways, so I'm in the market to buy one, and I know that this one works really well for me, so I'm probably gonna pick this one up. On that note, Youth to the People has a kit that they launched for the holidays, the Youth Minis kit, one of which is a travel size of that cleanser, which I would like to have another of because I do travel a few times a year and would like to have one of those to travel with. It's nice because it comes in a little glass bottle. I had one of those previously and I accidentally broke the cap on it, so I can't use it anymore. But if I'm careful enough, I can repurchase and use this one over and over again because I can refill it with the full size. It also comes with the Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Oil, which sounds really interesting. Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream, which I guess is just a moisturizer, an Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream, so if you want a little extra moisture, and the Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. So you get the cleanser, an oil, 2 moisturizers, and a mask. Very interested in that set. It does retail for $48 with a value of $55, so not the best value, but I would definitely be interested in trying all of those other products because the cleanser works so well for me. There's a good chance that I might pick that one up also, but we'll see. We'll see. Ooh, the next thing in my cart is a relatively new product. This is the Huda Beauty Nude Obsession eyeshadow palette in the shade Nude Light. She recently launched 3 of these Nude Obsessions palettes, light, medium, and deep. They do retail for $29, and I'm very interested in the light one. However, throughout the year of 2019, I've only allowed myself to purchase 2 mainstream brand eyeshadow palettes and 4 indie brand eyeshadow palettes. I've already bought 1 of my mainstream brand palettes, and I've also bought 2 indie brand palettes. So I'm technically allowing myself to purchase an additional 3 palettes, but only 1 of which can be from a mainstream brand. So basically any palettes that I would choose to purchase from Sephora would land in that mainstream brand category. I feel like these nude palettes will be available for a very, very long time. So I don't know that I want to spend my last mainstream purchase on this palette for the year, but we'll see. They do retail for $29, which I feel like is a pretty solid price, but I just don't know if that's worth it. And I'm also going to be talking about, I think just two other palettes that are on my Sephora wish list. So that's just the first one. Speaking of eyeshadows, an eyeshadow that I have raved about many, many times is the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow. I have one in the shade Reflect that I absolutely love. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen my recommendations video, I did recommend that, but I also added a little caveat that it is extremely overpriced for what it is, but I love it and use it so much that I have no shame and will probably buy another one. Speaking of which, there's 2 on my list that I'm very interested in. So as I mentioned, I have the shade Reflect, but there are 2 other shades in this eyeshadow range that I'm really, really interested in. The first is the shade Smoke, which is like a taupey gray glitter. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then the other one is the shade Blaze, which is like a deep coppery red, rich color. Oh, it's so, so pretty. Both of them retail for $29 each, which for a single eyeshadow is extremely expensive, but as I mentioned, I love the one that I already have and I use it all the time. I did get it during a VIB sale, so it was worth the whatever price I paid for it because I'm using the crap out of it. So both of those are on my wish list. I could see myself picking up one of those. I'm not sure, I kind of feel like the shade Smoke because I don't have a lot of shades like that in my collection already, but we'll see. Now I do have an eyeliner on my list. I am kind of on the hunt for a new favorite eyeliner, and one that was recommended to me a while back is the Marc Jacobs Beauty Magic Marker Precision Pen Waterproof Liquid Liner. It does look really interesting. I recently tried the Makeup Revolution one. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I like it, but I find that it's not super pigmented, especially if I try and put it over glitter. It really picks up a lot of that glitter and it makes it really hard to put on. So I like the design of the pen. I just don't know if I love the formula. I'm really interested in trying this one. However, it is $30, which is a lot of money. If I was gonna try it, picking it up during the sale would be the optimal time to do so. So it's $30, so I'd get $6 off, which would make it $24, which is a little bit easier to swallow than $30. So we'll see. I am really interested in this, especially because I'm on the hunt for a new favorite liner. I've tried quite a few and none of them have been just perfect for me. I always have something that I don't love about it, so we'll see. Ooh, next is a repurchase. It is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. It does retail for $26. I have repurchased this so many times. I absolutely love it. I use it every single night and I can tell a difference if I go a night without using it. It's super hydrating, very comfortable on the lips. I can feel it a little bit in the morning, so I know it doesn't wear off throughout the night, and it's just so comfortable. I love this lip mask. If you haven't tried it, I would recommend it. I know a lot of people really love the Laneige, I think that's how you say it, the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask might be what it's called, but Laneige is not cruelty free, so I haven't been able to purchase that one. But I love the Bite Beauty one anyways, so I'm not looking for an alternative. Unless you have a drugstore alternative. If you have a drugstore lip mask that you really love, let me know what it is down in the comments below. But I'm probably gonna repurchase this during the sale because I'm getting kind of low on the one I have now. Usually I think that the one lasts me all year and I only have to purchase it once a year, so that's a pretty good value, I think. Next is something I've been wanting to try for quite a while. It's the Urban Decay Brow Blade Waterproof Eyebrow Pencil and Ink Stain. I think it's relatively new, within the last year and a half. It does retail for $26, so kind of expensive, but you get two sides to it. So you get like an ink pen side and then you get like a pencil side. And so it's kind of like a 2-in-1 sort of product. I've been using, well, I kind of use two products for my brows. Both are by ABH. I use the pomade for most of my brow, and then I use the pencil side for the tip of my, well, I guess the front half of my brow to get a little bit more sparse, because I find that the pomade can get a little dark, which is fine because I have like nothing going on this side of my brow. But I was very interested in this product because I think it just might work really well for me, but I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick this one up too, but again, I just don't know. I know that a lot of people really love, I think it's the NYX brow product, or is it the e.l.f. one? There's a brow product by one of those two brands, I think, that people really love. So I'm maybe interested in trying those, but this one has caught my eye since it launched, so I would really love to give this one a try. Ooh, next we have a blush product. I picked up one of these blushes, it might have been a year and a half, it might have been 2 years ago, I really don't remember, but at a VIB sale at some point, and it is by Ciate London. It is their Glow 2 Illuminating Blush. They do retail for $26. I picked up the one, oh gosh, I picked up the one in Too Deep. This is what the packaging looks like, and then this is what the inside looks like. So you have, it's kind of like a swirl pattern on the inside where you have a shimmer and then the blush. And if you don't like an illuminating blush, a kind of shimmery blush, I don't find that it's too shimmery. It's more of like a glowy kind of blush. Then you probably wouldn't like these, but I am very interested in picking up another one, and the one that I have my eye on is in the shade Date Night. It's described as an amber pink color, which looks pretty accurate, and it just looks really pretty, and I'd be interested in having another one. I don't have an obscene amount of blushes in my collection, and I know that I like this formula, so I'm kind of interested in picking up another one. Ooh, next we have my second eyeshadow palette out of the 3 that are in my cart right now, and it is a Natasha Denona palette. Ugh, I know, okay, I know. And it is the Sunrise eyeshadow palette. Now, a lot of her palettes retail for $129, which is absolutely obscene. I do have the gold palette right here. It's the only one I own, and I used a $100 gift card to buy it, and so I only paid $29 for it, which was an absolute steal. The Sunrise palette only retails for, I say only, but $65, which is a lot less and a lot more easy to swallow than $129. If I bought it during the sale, I would get, I think that's $13 off, so under $50. I haven't really thought about that yet, but that is a very, very good deal. I'm extremely interested in picking this up. I saw this in stores for the first time like 2 days ago at my local Sephora, and I was just as in love with it seeing it in person as I was the first time I saw it online. I love this gold palette so much. I brought it into my Shop My Stash for the month of October, and every time I use it, it's just so easy to use. The mattes blend so well. The shimmer shades are so unique and fun to use. I really want this palette so bad. The moment, literally the moment it launched, I was just like, that's not the perfect palette for me. It's everything that I ever could have wanted in a palette. It has really good reviews. It's a smaller size than this palette right here, which I like. There's a chance that this might be my last palette that I buy from a mainstream brand in the year of 2019. But I guess we'll see. You'll have to watch my VIB sale haul to find out what I end up picking up. Next, we have another little eyeshadow thing. This is a product by the brand Kaja, and it is one of their Beauty Bento Bouncy Shimmer Eyeshadow Trios. They do have a bunch of these, and I actually have 3 of them. I have the shades Rosewater, Orange Blossom, and Glowing Guava. Now, they have a bunch of other ones, and I'm kind of interested in all of them, but this one in particular, I think I only have one in my cart, yes. It is the Chocolate Dahlia one. They do retail for $21, but you get 3 eyeshadows in this one cute little hole here. Oh, you can see it on the screen. I tried recently the Glowing Guava stack, which has 2 mattes and then 1 shimmer. Their original formula had 3 shimmers in 1 stack, but they recently launched a bunch that had shimmers and mattes. I love their matte formula just as much as I love the shimmer formula. I'm actually wearing a shimmer from one of these stacks on my lid today. It's the one that's obviously right in the middle. Oh, actually I have one in the center of my eye from the Orange Blossom stack, and then I have in my inner corner a shade from the Rosewater stack. I freaking love these stacks so much, you guys. And so the stack Chocolate Dahlia is a neutral cocoa stack is how it's described. So it has a what looks like kind of a shimmery champagne shade on top, and then it has 2 matte shades below. So it has a neutral brown and then a chocolate brown on the bottom. I think this would be a really nice stack to add to my collection. It's a neutral stack, so it's not all that exciting, but I love the matte and shimmer formula in these stacks that I think it might be nice to add a neutral one to my collection. Again, they do retail for $21. All right, on to a skincare product. I've tried a handful of different cleansing balms, and this one so far has been my favorite, and I'm almost out of it. It is the Drunk Elephant Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. It retails for $34, which is on par with other cleansing balms in Sephora. I love this stuff so much. It moisturizes the skin. I mean, you can kind of feel it after taking off your makeup, but in a way where your skin feels moisturized, which I really appreciate. Not that it really matters because I always go in with another cleanser after I've used this product, but I will probably end up picking this up because, like I said, I'm almost out of it and I love it so much. Use it every day that I wear makeup. Oh, another skincare product. I am a relatively big fan of sheet masks, and there's not a lot of cruelty-free brands that offer them. FARMACY, though, has a handful. The one that I'm relatively interested in this time of year especially is their Coconut Gel Sheet Mask. It is a hydrating sheet mask, and it retails for $6. I tried one of their other ones. I think it was their brightening one a while back, and I really enjoyed it. So because we're coming into winter, I thought it might be nice to have an hydrating one. The last eyeshadow palette on this list might surprise you because it's a relatively old one, and I kind of showed no interest in it when it first launched, but every time I've seen it since then, I've kind of side-eyed it like, oh, I feel like I would use that a lot. And it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Eyeshadow Palette. This eyeshadow palette retails for $42, and it is a neutral palette, but it is stinking beautiful. You have a ton of mattes in here, a handful of really, really pretty shimmers. I just feel like this is a perfect neutral, everyday kind of palette, and I have a really strong interest in this. I really, really want this, but I don't know I don't know. I really want this, but I just don't know if it's worth it. I could see myself purchasing this at some point, but I don't know if I would purchase it during this particular sale, but it's on my wish list. Next, I have a couple products by The Ordinary. The first is a peeling solution, which I think means it's a chemical exfoliant. It is their AHA 30% and BHA 2% peeling solution. It does retail for $7.20, which is not that bad at all. You leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off. I want to say that it's similar to the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial Oil because I think it has about the same percentage in it of AHA and BHA. I might be wrong about that. But I'm interested in trying this out because if I could buy this for $7.20 as opposed to the Baby Facial by Drunk Elephant for $80, I'm gonna opt for this one. So maybe I'll pick this up so I can compare if this is actually a dupe for that one, because I still have the Sukari Baby Facial in my collection right now. So might be a good experiment. The last product I think was a recommendation by one of you. It is the Hyaluronic Acid 2% and B5. This retails for $6.80. I think it's a daily kind of use product. Yeah, apply a few drops over the entire face in the AM and PM before creams. It is a product for dryness, which I don't struggle with usually, but we're coming into the winter months, so my skin does dry up a little bit and get a little bit more combination rather than just straight oil, which is what it is usually during other months out of the year. And then finally, the last product is a product by Urban Decay. It is their Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. It retails for $29. I really don't have a lot of concealers in my collection right now, so I'm on the hunt for a new one. I'm about finished with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer, something like that. And I really like that one, and I could see myself repurchasing that at some point, but I'd like to try a new one. And this one has gotten relatively good reviews, about 4.5-ish stars on Sephora.com. I don't love anything that's too matte, too full coverage. I like things that are a little more satin, a little more hydrating under the eye area, because it's the one place that I get a little bit dry. So I was thinking that this might be a good option. And those are all of the items on my current Sephora wish list. Definitely not going to pick up all of these, but definitely going to pick up some of these. So if you would like to see what I end up picking up during the Sephora VIB sale, consider subscribing so you don't miss that video. It should be coming very soon. Let me know down in the comments below what items you're interested in picking up. I'm definitely very interested to hear. Or if you have any experience with these products and have any advice whether to or to not purchase any, definitely let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. If you want to check out my recommendations, I will have that linked down below, because that should be live before this video goes live. And I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.